Hey Merfam, it's Mermaid Minnow here today with a crafty and practical video. So today I wanted to show you what I did to make a mask more mermaid themed, because it is recommended that you do change your mask at least once a day. Since I don't have enough masks to be able to do that or enough time in the evenings to wash a mask every day, I wanted to make sure that I had enough to be able to circle through, so that way I had multiple options and was keeping myself as healthy as possible. So I kind of wanted to show you real quick the supplies that I was using. So the things that I needed for this project was an iron, the Cricut iron-on vinyl, Swarovski crystals, gem tack glue, the reusable face mask that I got at Michael's, a Cricut, my laptop, of course, for the Cricut, and a cutting board. So first things first, I ran into quite a few hiccups when I was trying to make this project. First and foremost being, I tried using, because I like extra sparkle, I tried using a holographic material for the Cricut iron-on vinyl. However, for whatever reason, I don't really know why, but when I was trying to take the vinyl off of the plastic, it never peeled up correctly. So what would end up happening is little pieces would be left, but the actual design never stayed how it was supposed to. Instead of being frustrated and giving up, what I did end up moving to was the green vinyl, which I had originally picked up to make something with my husband's mask, but knowing that my staple mermaid tails are green and I love having green tails, I figured why not use the green for a green mermaid tail mask. So the first thing I did do when I was making this mask is I did measure out how big the mask was, because I haven't used this material before, so I didn't want to have a design that covered the full mask because I did not know how well it would hold up to the constant washing I would have to do to keep this mask clean. So because of that, I only went for a portion of the mask. That way it's not being stretched a whole bunch, it's just in one piece, and it looks cute, so I'm not even mad about it. So after measuring and cutting out the vinyl, I went ahead and got everything set up in my Cricut. So I didn't record it, but using the measurements that I had made, I went ahead and made the design the right size so it would fit on the mask. So after prepping everything, getting it on the sheet, the Cricut went ahead and worked its magic and cut out the design for me. So once all was said and done, all I had to do was take the mat, the Cricut mat, out of the machine and use the little hook tool to pull up on the corner to get the vinyl separated from the actual plastic that I was going to use to transfer everything. So it came off so much easier with this vinyl. I don't know if I had a bad batch of the holographic or what, but it came out ridiculously easy. Even the smaller, more meticulous pieces were really easy to pull off. So I'm not really sure what happened, but it came out really well. You can see here on the design that I did have a mermaid tail and seaweed. I went ahead and did away with the seaweed because I felt I was going to add gems to the actual tail, so I did not want to have too much extra. So once everything was all cut out, I went ahead and set up my mask on my ironing board so that way I could put the vinyl on the mask. So I did use some wax paper to cover the plastic because I didn't want it melting on my iron. And when I was ironing, I did push down with medium pressure for 30 seconds on the first side, flipped it over, did the same on the back side of the material, again protecting the iron from any of the plastic. Once I peeled it off, I did realize that unfortunately it was not long enough to have that on there, so I did end up putting the plastic back on because it was peeling up on the edges to try and iron it down a little bit better. I haven't had any issues thus far with that, but let's hope it stays. Once that was all said and done, it was time for the gems, my favorite part. So this part took forever because it was very difficult for me to hold the gems. I was using tweezers. There are other tools that you can use, but for my sake, I was using tweezers, and it just took forever to glue down each gem. So I don't have a lot of footage of the actual gem gluing because my camera died halfway in. But one thing I can say is that when you're doing a shape like the hearts, it's really important that you actually glue out the edges, sort of like the outline of the heart first, before you put the gems in the middle, because you can tell from the very middle heart I did not do that, and unfortunately it kind of looks like a blob. So make sure that you really work hard to do the outline first and then add the rest on. So that was definitely the most difficult part. It took the longest, but I was very thankful to have my Mertender there helping me throughout all of this and supporting me with this crafty project that I had. And once all was said and done, you can see the mask here itself. It is something that I love. It does bring a little mermaid flavor to my workspace, and I really do enjoy that. And just when I'm going out and doing groceries as well, it's fun to have that. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye!